I had an idea to pull up my notes app on my phone and to create a note called God's Daily Supply. And how has God supplied my needs every day? Hey there, prosperity seeker. Welcome to another episode of the Prosperity Approach. I'm your host, Allyson Chavez, and I can't wait to talk to you today about how to stop future tripping off the cliff called What If? But really fast, if you are listening to the audio version of this episode, be sure you're following the podcast on your favorite app. And if you're watching us on YouTube right now, I'd sure love it if you clicked on the red subscribe button and clicked on the notification bell so that you would be alerted every time we drop a new episode. And if you want to see what new things we're up to, head on over to AllysonChavez.com. We've got free resources at your fingertips all the time in order for you to get to that next level of success without struggle. And here's the thing. I'm traveling again, and I love to travel. And my favorite thing to do is to deliver my message in person, belly to belly on stage. So if you know anybody who's looking for speakers at their events, I would sure love a connection. So feel free to email us at clientcare@AllysonChavez.com. Feeling like you've lost yourself on your journey to big success? You're not alone. Most women actually experience this, but it doesn't have to be that way. When you know the components of conscious creation and you know how to apply them in practical and feminine ways, you easily and naturally reach higher and higher levels of success without all the struggle and drama that you've been used to in the past. Imagine achieving your goals without hustle or grind, not feeling worried or guilty every time you spend money, and genuinely feeling in love with your life no matter what is currently going on. You want to know more? Go to prosperityapproach.com/workshop to find out more about our new online workshop called Conscious Creation, the Feminine Way. You know, I'm going to be Captain Obvious here for just a minute and talk about the upheaval that's going on in the world. We can't get away from it. And with all of the upheaval that's going on, it can be really hard to allow yourself to dream, much less make any sort of plans. And it seems like plans have a backup plan, have a backup plan, have a backup plan. And we've kind of been in this holding pattern for a couple of years. And I don't know about you, but it's led from time to time me to feel deflated, which can very quickly lean towards feeling discouraged and then spiral into feeling defeated, while we're all just kind of waiting for the leaders to get their acts together and to put everything to rights. And I started thinking about that because we really are trained, we really are conditioned to be the victim of our own circumstances or a victim of anything else. A lot of times we feel powerless against the government. We feel powerless against whatever powers that be when things just aren't going our way, and where everything really does just feel like it's fire after fire after fire right now. And it's hard not to be sucked into that and hypnotized by what's going on, especially because, we're all addicted to drama. So I was thinking for myself, really, what can I do to help me end this addiction to all of the drama called reality? Because I understand with all of the study that I've done and all the application that I've done, reality and circumstances are fluid. They change all the time. You know that old cliche, the only thing constant is change? Well, it's a cliche because it's true. But reality and circumstances are a whole lot more fluid than we've been led to believe. But just like you, I can get hypnotized by the reality of, the what's so of the situation. And so really just recently I was pondering, what can I do so that no matter what is going on a global level, on a state level, on a community level or a local level, or anything that's going on around me that causes any sort of upset, what can I do to pull away from that? And as I was pondering, the idea came to start taking notes about what I called God's daily supply. Because I was future tripping. I was future tripping into next month. And what if we run out of money? Which is ridiculous because I know better. I teach how money actually works, and I know how money actually works, but I got sucked into like the whole drama of hyperinflation, and then everything just like everything feels like a dumpster fire, just like it has been like for the last 2 years. And I thought, oh no, 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 I am not going to go back down that path because I know exactly where it leads. And so what can I do? And it was so beautiful. Einstein says, when the solution is simple, God is answering. And it really was direct inspiration from God, because I had an idea to pull up my notes app on my phone and to create a note called God's Daily Supply. And how has God supplied my needs every day? Because like I said, I was going to, what if we run out of money? What if I can't pay my team? What if I can't pay all of my expenses every month? Like, what if? And me answering, well, something will come along so that I can, or everything's going to be fine. It wasn't landing for me any longer. I kind of outgrown that for a moment, but I actually needed to be pulled back into the foundation and into basics. I needed to go back to basics and really connect with God, because there is a power that is so much more massive than any government on this planet, and that's God. And I needed to connect to infinite intelligence instead of infinite stupidity, which is what I was connecting to. And so I made this note called God's Daily Supply. And it was just all of the different ways that God had supplied my needs or my wants just for that day, so that I would stay present in the day instead of going to like what happens next Tuesday. Like, I was pulling myself back and looking at all of the different ways that my needs and my wants are met, both financially and spiritually, with laughter, with play, just what needs were met. How did God supply my needs? And it has been instrumental in calming me down, in helping me reconnect back to God, and remember that God is my source. Because like True Confessions, I've been so disgusted with myself lately, because I'm like, why am I connecting to my bank account as source, or to the next product launch as my source, or to current clients? Or like, what am I doing? And I was so determined to reconnect back to God being my source, and then to take those leaps, or to do those things that felt scary to me financially right now, because everything is in such an uproar. Except your heart doesn't have to be in an uproar. Your mind will always be in an uproar if you'll allow it, but your heart is really calm. And I wanted to connect my heart with God's. And just by doing this exercise every morning, I want to share some of the things that I have written down, just to give you an example of what it looks like for me and how simple and how practical it is. One of the ways that he supplied my needs was with gorgeous weather, because I'm so tired of being cold and I can finally wear shorts outside. Gorgeous weather was one of the ways that he supplied. I had a really beautiful, powerful conversation with one of my dearest friends yesterday, actually, and she said something that just pierced my heart with so much comfort and greater insight. God had supplied me with comfort through a conversation with another woman yesterday. I drive a Tesla. He supplies my need for not only a reliable car, but also really affordable gas, because it's an electric car, of course, but also it's fun and it's flashy and it's safe. And like, all of my needs are supplied in driving a Tesla. Another way is I had water within arm's reach all day long. I always have water within arm's reach. And so God was filling my need, and he was supplying my need. We have enough money in the bank account for me to get my hair done on a whim that day, or I had enough money in my bank account to get my lashes done. And I love the days when we don't have anything coming out of our bank account automatically, because I can be like, we have more than enough money to supply all of our financial needs today, because we didn't have any financial needs. I mean, it might sound a little simplistic. It might sound a little silly, but I'll tell you what, it took me out of being worried and being frustrated and going into all of the what if and future tripping, and got me in a place where like I felt my heart expand with space. It's really hard to describe a feeling, but it's like, when you have you feel like you've got this band around your heart, and then relief comes and you just feel this, you feel this release. Well, I felt a release, but then there was this expansion and just this space inside my heart and inside my body where it was quiet, where it was peaceful, where I knew I was okay right in this moment. Everything was perfect. All of my needs were met. And I shifted my perspective in really, really beautiful ways, in really simple ways. And that is my go-to right now to disconnect me from the drama of other people's stupidity and connect me to the drama of my dream. And my dream is how I want to feel. That's my dream, of feeling peace and feeling expansion and God being my source regardless of what's going on around me, and being connected to limitless supply and being aligned with how I desire to feel. And that is such a down-to-earth, practical way to do that. I hope that you'll do that. I hope that you'll just pull up your notes app on your phone. And I just do this as part of my morning routine. And I think about what happened the day before and how God supplied my needs in every way, financially, in my relationship, in my body, in time, in friends, in fun, in any way that I had a need or a want met, big, small, and every size in between. And it has been nothing short of glorious. And I really, really hope that helps, because God's daily supply is a real thing. It's why Jesus said, "Give us this day our daily bread," as part of the Lord's Prayer. What he was asking was, like, keep us present in the day and supply our needs today. That's what he's asking God to do in the Lord's Prayer. He's supply us with our daily needs. I don't require any needs met next Monday, because I'm not there, but I'm here in today, and I require my needs to be met today. So what ways are your needs being met today? If you're watching this on YouTube, pop it in the comments below. How is God supplying a small need or a small desire that you have today? Or how has he already today or yesterday? It's so powerful. Now, if you're looking for more practical, grounded, boots on the ground kind of strategies to not only open you up to God's supply, but to help you feel peace in times of turmoil, to help you stay connected to the flow of money and connections and opportunities and people, and keep you connected to the flow of your own dreams. If you're wanting to really learn how to lead with your feminine and let the masculine support, and what that actually looks like on a day-to-day basis, as busy and ambitious and driven as you are, is it possible to do that? Yes, it is. I'm living proof of it. And if you want to learn how money actually works on a spiritual and energetic level, so that you're not feeling guilty or fearful about spending it, we've got another online workshop that's coming up in the next couple of weeks. So go on over to prosperityapproach.com/challenge. You can get all of the details there. You're going to have a VIP experience. You're going to have your very own implementation coach that's going to help walk you through the whole thing. You're going to get a playbook that's your $1 million resource as you use it during the workshop and then beyond, because as you know, I'm allergic to fluff, I'm allergic to hype, and I'm here to transform your life through practical application and not just give you a false sense of empowerment by spouting prosperity theory to you. So come join us, come get into the Facebook group with us, but get yourself registered in order to get your free VIP experience, the playbook, all of the goodies. You got to get yourself registered. So go on over to prosperityapproach.com/challenge. And until next time, remember, prosperity becomes you.